This is the Mexico Revealed podcast.
Welcome to Mexico Revealed.
Woo!
Hello. Welcome back. We've got so many episodes now, I'm losing track of what episode number we're on. But
New year, new us.
2023.
No.
What's new about us, Marianne? Anything? Just a new year?
New year.
Starting New Year's are always full of possibilities, right?
Yes.
Full of new goals, new hopes, dreams. Stuff to look forward to, right? Everybody excited to be starting a new year?
Yeah.
January's almost over, so
Almost done
Yeah,
with
you
high
can't
school.
really say Happy New Year anymore. The
Yes,
time
we can.
limit.
Still the first month of the year. There's 11 more to come, so.
I was having this discussion with someone the other day. Is there like a date at which point you can no longer tell people Happy New Year? Like
After
it's like
January, maybe.
January the month. So up to January 30th, you're good saying Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
I think earlier, but
I'd say the day of.
So January 2nd, you're done, huh, Caroline? No longer.
Yeah, you're done. You move on.
Even if you haven't talked to this person since the prior year?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you can go like maybe up to a week,
Yeah.
but you can only say it the first time that you see them in the new year, and then that's it.
No
I'm
more.
saying January 31st.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, we're still in January. Who knows how long it'll take me to get this thing edited and posted and everything. It might be February, but we'll see.
Oh,
Maybe a moot discussion. But
Then we'll say
I'm with
Happy
you, Marianne.
Valentine's.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. So
New Year, happy Valentine's.
yeah, we could be closer to Valentine's by this point. So
Happy Lunar New Year. That one too.
There we go.
when's
What
the
year
moot?
is it? The year of the, is it rabbit?
Rabbit. It's the rabbit.
Oh, I like
Oh, yeah.
rabbit.
Chinese New Year?
That's Chinese. What's Lunar New Year?
That is Chinese. Chinese
Oh.
Lunar New Year.
They correspond. What was the
It's
Same.
I think it's the same thing.
okay?
It's the New Year for the Chinese, and it's called Lunar New Year. I feel like I'm digging myself a hole because I don't know that much about it. So,
I was just about to ask you if you know what
anyways,
date that was.
but I wanted to acknowledge it. So because it was
It was
recent.
recently, yeah.
Okay, lots of holidays. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Anyway,
Happy New Year.
So, getting back to this is a podcast about Mexico and our experiences there and all of that sort of thing. And so, the exciting thing is that since our last podcast episode, we've been to Mexico, haven't we?
Woo!
So we have
Surprise!
more stuff to talk about. We go there every now and then. And we've talked about in our podcast, there's many different ways to experience Mexico, isn't there? In terms of places, ways of traveling, and all that sort of stuff. So this latest time, who wants to talk about our latest visit to Mexico?
I
Sam,
will.
you're okay, Melissa.
Imagine this. You
Oh,
go on a vessel into Mexico, and it's not a plane. What is it? It's a boat. But even further, it's a cruise ship.
Yay!
We went on a cruise.
Da-da-da-da.
yay.
Yes,
Yeah.
one of the many ways that you can experience Mexico, we did it on a cruise ship. Which, if you're new to Mexico, it might be a way. It's kind of like a starter Mexico trip, isn't it?
Yes.
A little
Yeah.
Very
little-
structured.
taste of Mexico sort of thing. Kind of they probably have some shore excursions called that, Taste of Mexico.
I think there were.
Probably,
Eat
yeah.
some tacos.
Yeah. So we went on a cruise over the holidays, and what anybody want to talk about that? The ship, we went on Royal Caribbean, one of their very large ships. What was the name of the ship?
Allure of the Seas.
Allure.
And the nice part was we didn't have to fly to get on the ship. We could just drive.
Yes.
We got on the ship, which is a good thing because it's when we had that huge,
Freeze.
that huge freeze all across America.
Mhm.
In fact, a couple ports in, we saw a ton of people walking with their suitcases in Belize to get on the ship because they missed the launch.
We didn't go to Belize though.
It was Honduras.
Oh, Honduras. Sorry.
Roatan.
I'm thinking of a different one. Yes.
But the
Yeah.
first 2 days of the cruise, we couldn't go on the top deck because there was ice everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, when we got on the ship in Galveston, it was like below freezing, wasn't it? It was super cold.
And it was windy too.
Hmm.
But there's so many activities, you don't even care, really. So what'd we do, kids? What'd we do for 2 days?
I don't know. What were some of your fun experiences about the ship? I mean, did you guys like the Allure of the Seas? It's kind of one of those mega ships, right? It's giant. What did you think about that?
I
There were
liked
so many different places to go and rooms to see. I feel like we didn't even see everything.
Hmm.
Well, maybe we did actually. We did quite a bit.
I never
We did
saw
a lot.
the library. I don't know what
The library was small, Mom. You wouldn't have wanted
Caroline and I went and looked at it, and it was one room with like 4 chairs,
Oh,
and it was full.
That was it.
Everything else was great on the ship. Just that room was a disappointment.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no loss then.
I kind of liked how it had these areas that were outdoors, that was kind of other than because like the old traditional cruise ship just has the top decks where the pools are and maybe the promenade deck around, right? But then you have the pools up above. But this ship had like other sections that were outdoors. It had like that Central Park area. And
In the
then
middle.
in the middle ship, and it was open to the sky. And then what was the other one called that was towards the back? It was also
Boardwalk.
the boardwalk.
Boardwalk, yeah.
Hmm.
So we did go outside, just we had to wait 2 days, right?
Right.
And then we got to warm air, so then it was nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that was kind of fun, those areas. What else did you like about the ship?
The windjammer.
The wind.
That's the buffet.
I like that too, Sam.
All you can eat.
That's a cruise ship classic, isn't it? The buffet, gotta hit the buffet.
It's a luxury. Almost
But
24/7.
nowadays it closes at like 9.
Right.
Oh,
Mhm.
Did they have a
Yes.
midnight buffet during the cruise at all?
No,
Or did
they
we? Yeah.
didn't have
the pizza
midnight.
that was open till midnight.
Yes,
Till
pizza
2
was
a.m.
No, the
open.
pizza was open till 2 a.m.
Yeah, 2 a.m.
I never
And that
tried
was it was good.
That's good.
Yeah. That area was called the promenade, right? Wasn't it? That
Promenade deck.
also sort of walked through. Was it called the promenade?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
promenade, but not deck because it was indoors. But it
Uh-huh.
was like how many stories high? Maybe 3 or 4 stories.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think
Hi.
3.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah.
interesting because the ship had cabins that had like little balconies or, not interior cabins, but they're open towards the inner part of the ship, like into Central Park or those places versus out towards the ocean, which is kind of an interesting configuration. So yeah, that was good. Although we had cabins with balconies facing the ocean, right? Did you guys like having balcony cabins?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very
There
nice.
was one night where we saw another cruise ship pass right past us going the other way at night, and it was all lit up, and it was cool. It was a little scary.
Yeah, and we saw a bunch of oil rigs as well off in the distance. It was kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, in the Gulf of Mexico. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
And it's nice to just have like the waves flowing in the background as you're in your cabin. Sometimes, as long as it's not too windy.
Just open the door. You got to keep your cabin door to the hallway shut, though, as we found, because I had the door open, and then when we opened the other door from the hallway, it creates a wind tunnel.
It's a hurricane. Things start flying, don't they?
Right. At least when the ship's moving, right?
Right. So you like the windjammer? The pizza was pretty good. Yeah, I thought the food was pretty good on the ship. It's not like the most superior food, but
I thought it was better. It was better than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. Like in the main dining room.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
We didn't do a lot of specialty restaurants, and that's one feature as well of this ship, the Allure of the Seas, is it has a lot of different specialty restaurant options, although you have to pay more for that, right? We just did one, which was the Brazilian steakhouse. What did you think of that one?
It was good.
It was really good.
That was good. Guess what I found in the grocery store last week? The pican. Is that how you say it? Picanha?
Picanha.
Picanha.
Yeah, the traditional Brazilian cut of meat.
Yeah, it was good. I bought it. We ate it.
Yeah.
And we ate, how many courses was it? 8 courses on the cruise ship?
Well, because they bring out the different pieces of options of meat. So, yeah, I think it was 8.
Yeah, we made it through all of them. And I went for round 2 almost.
Yeah.
For a couple of them.
I did not make it. I was done after second round, but that picanha was good stuff. Plus, I ate more of the side stuff than you, Sam. So
That's true.
They have
and the appetizers as well.
Yeah, before the meat comes, they have a bunch of salads and appetizers.
It's a trick.
Crackers.
To fill you up before you get to eat the actual food.
Yeah.
And then dessert at the end.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
And drinks.
Yeah. Have to pay extra for that though too.
Yeah.
Worth it though.
Or maybe we should have everybody say their one favorite thing, or I don't know.
Well, let's talk about so that's some of the food. It's pretty good. What were some of the activities on the ship? Because there's lots of activities too on a big ship like that. What were some of the activities that you enjoyed participating in?
They had a lot of trivia nights. So you could pick which trivia you wanted to go to. One in particular that we did was we
get very competitive at trivia.
We're competitive trivia people.
Yes.
Yes.
Unusually competitive.
So one of the best ones that we did was ABBA trivia. And we dominated that one. We got all of the songs correct except one.
Why did we get all the songs correct?
Because of you.
Caroline is a master ABBA
super fan.
For some reason, Caroline has been listening to ABBA nonstop for months. I don't know what.
She's been preparing.
No, I had no clue.
All for this moment.
It paid off. It paid off because we got all the songs right except one. Okay. And
not only did we do the songs, but we also had the dances to get the extra points.
Yes,
right.
Extra credit.
This is the highlight.
Yeah, that's
there was
right.
extra point opportunity where if we danced to each song and the person with the best dance moves or the team with the best dance moves got 2 extra points, and we got the 2 extra points, and we won.
Yeah. Sam, Caroline, and Melissa carried us on.
Yeah, I was the backup dancer.
I get secondhand embarrassment thinking about it still. I watch those videos that you guys
Well,
think I can't.
it's like the cruise director said, it's a time to just enjoy the cruise and things that you probably normally wouldn't do in your daily life. Just let go and try something new.
What happened? What happens on the cruise stays on the cruise. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we need to post some of those videos on our website.
No.
Maybe if we reach a certain number of likes on this video, then we'll...
No.
There's got to be a lot of likes.
No.
We get
3,000 likes.
Instagram, Melissa.
Give me a few years to process. So.
If we get like 1,000 likes
perfect.
on this video, then we'll post it on Instagram.
It's perfect for the Mexico Revealed reel, I think. Right there.
Well, it's up to our
don't
audience
think so.
if they see it or not. So
I don't think so.
click that button.
All right, maybe we'll have to take that discussion offline, so we'll see. But lots of trivia. There's Queen trivia. We did some other ones. So trivia was fun. What other?
We won the Queen trivia too.
Yeah. And
never a trivia we do that
and the ABBA carried over to some other stuff, like the karaoke. We ended up with a ABBA karaoke performance.
I'm with Caroline on that one. I can't think about that one.
That one gives me even more secondhand embarrassment.
I'm okay with the trivia, but the karaoke.
Normally, you guys are very, karaoke stars, right? So why don't you feel so great about this karaoke?
Well, for our voice ranges, ABBA is a little bit low. We have higher singing voices.
Okay.
And
too technical. You're getting too technical. The reason is the crowd was weird. And
the crowd, It was a family karaoke.
It was a family karaoke, so there were lots of like younger kids and stuff, weren't there?
Yeah, so you had like a 6-year-old before you. And
Yeah. Although there was that one other family that was in the ABBA trivia that became
shout out
like your
if you ever
fans.
listen to this podcast by
shout out to you.
Chance, by fate. If you hear this, family.
They became like big fans of you girls. Starting in the ABBA trivia.
They were cool.
They were the ones who
they were the ones in the karaoke too, right?
Yeah. They talked you into the karaoke and even let you go in front of them to sign up for some songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. Very nice. We weren't going to wait in the line.
They were very nice and we're big fans. So there you go.
And did you know that they were 2 doors down from us?
Really?
In our rooms.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we ran into them on the day that we were leaving with all our suitcases.
Oh,
they were 2 doors down.
Wow. Nice.
It's a big ship, but a small world.
Yeah.
It's a small town.
I know. You always think you never see the same face twice on a cruise ship, but this time was different.
You did, though. We did, didn't we? It's kind of interesting.
We needed one more week, so we would really have it down.
Well, and then, you do run into people more. And I think a perfect example of that was the Reese's guy. People kept seeing the Reese's guy.
Sam, tell us about that.
I don't know. It's nothing like too special. I just wore my Reese's outfit, which included a Reese's hat, some sunglasses, a Reese's hoodie, Reese's socks that went up to my knees, and then some orange shorts to go with it as well. And I don't know, people seem to take a liking to it. I got a selfie with a girl, so that was cool.
Well,
it was easy to find you.
It wasn't just like wearing a Reese's shirt or something. It was the full-on outfit.
Yeah.
Even the socks. And you even had like sunglasses that kind of matched the orange tint or whatever, and the hat and all that. So, and people kept commenting because they saw you other places, right? So, there's the Reese's guy. Like they'd seen you before,
Yeah.
So it just goes to show, even though it's this big ship with all these people, you're just kind of commingling and everything, and so you're running into people, aren't you?
Yeah, one guy offered to buy Sam's whole outfit.
Serious?
Someone offered to buy the outfit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, actually.
How much?
You could have sold it, made some money.
I don't
The
think I
real
was
life
thinking really much, but
influencer.
So he didn't understand the question. He
yeah, I
thought
didn't.
he was like, where can I buy the outfit? But not like selling it right now.
Oh.
Yeah. It's priceless though for
Was
me.
that a passenger or a crew member?
Passenger?
Passenger.
All right. Well, that was another highlight. The ABBA, we did the ABBA trivia, but that kind of led into other ABBA stuff like the karaoke. And then
The
also they
show.
had the
We
show,
watched
the
the
Mamma
show.
Mia show
Mamma Mia.
on the cruise,
That
which
was
turned
fun.
that
That
was
was
fun, but
hard
it
to
was
do.
kind of like it turned into a big, huge stress situation, didn't it? Because because this is such a big ship and they have all these things that some of the shows activities you actually have to have like a reservation, which is the first time I've experienced that on the cruise ship, right, Marianne? I mean, you've been on lots
Yeah,
of cruises. Have you ever
me
had that
too.
before where you have to
No,
like have a reservation before going to the show?
but this is the biggest ship I've ever been on.
Yeah.
So, and their auditorium or whatever isn't big enough for everybody, obviously. So
hmm
it is a good way to do it, to have reservations.
So we had our reservation for Mamma Mia, but then it got canceled because it turns out that some of the cast members were sick. So they had to cancel
Two
multiple
of the shows.
shows. But
There
then
were
they
3
just,
shows and they canceled 2 of them.
right. And then,
The
but they, I
last
guess,
one.
yeah, I guess they started feeling better. So they decided they could actually do one performance, which was the last day of the cruise. But all these people had reservations before, and I guess people are way into Mamma Mia, way into ABBA.
I
Yeah,
guess.
I don't
I
know where that
guess.
comes from, I guess. And so it turned into a big zoo because for the last show there was just the one show, but people already had reservations for it, right? So you had all these
Mhm.
other people that had reservations for the canceled shows and they wanted to go. So what they did is they created a big
Standby
basically
line.
yeah, exactly, a standby line, which we got in. I mean, how early did you guys get in that line?
Well, the show was at 2:15 p.m. We got in the line at 12:30.
And Caroline and I went to go hold our place, and we thought, oh, we'll be like the first ones. No,
There were
we
like
were,
50 people already
yeah,
in the line.
we were 50 people
Yeah.
back.
And then we learned that there was another standby line in the level above, right, for the balcony seating. And then we were in the standby for the main seating. And
And
then
the
they were
line went
just,
from one end of the ship to the other. Like it was so long.
Through the promenade.
yeah, the casino, right? Didn't it go back to like the
Through the
casino?
Oh, through the
casino,
casino,
all the way
yeah.
back.
But we got in. Yay!
So we did. I mean, there were some
Yeah.
people that were very upset. Some people can, on vacation, you'd think they'd be relaxed, but no.
I know, people were yelling and it was like, really?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we should give a shout out to our cruise director, Corey. Corey, if you're
Corey.
listening
Yeah.
to this,
Shout out to you.
shout out.
We were talking to Corey after, and he was just telling us about how some of these people were saying just really nasty things to him, weren't they? So
Yeah, be nice to the cruise staff. They're just working their job.
yeah, that was a hard situation, but we did make it into the show. It was fun, and more ABBA, so lots of ABBA on the cruise.
We went to a bunch of dance parties too. Those were fun.
Yeah, I like the dance parties.
The
Those were good.
70s disco and then like the Latin dancing one.
Yeah, they did dance parties right in the promenade walk-through area.
Mhm.
We went to there's like the dance at the disco.
Oh yeah, that was fun. And they also had that pirate parade through the middle of
Yeah.
the promenade.
What do they call that? The Anchors Away Parade or something?
Yeah.
They had
Oh.
a jazz club, which was fun. We went there and listened to jazz music, and that was actually very high quality jazz
They
band
were
in there. I
so
Yeah,
thought.
that was
Yeah, they were
really good.
Yeah, I thought they were one of the more
They
talented groups on
performed
there.
for like 3 or 4 hours with
Every
Mhm.
night.
like a 15-minute in between,
Yeah,
Right.
minute
Yeah.
break in between.
yeah,
That's about it.
that was impressive. So So that was fun. What else did we do? They also
Well, we
had some
got
of those
off the
activities.
ship
Yeah, maybe
in
we should get to
Mexico.
the Mexico
Yeah.
Mexico.
Well, there's
We
even
did
more. I
get
mean, we did like we played pickleball, we did dodgeball, we did the what was that wave
Low
thing called?
rider.
Flow rider, rock
Flow
climbing,
rider or the free? I don't know.
flow
Low
rider.
rider.
It was the flow rider.
Flow
Yes.
rider,
Like
yeah.
surfing, boogie boarding.
Yeah, there's a climbing wall. Um,
Remember the
I
most
had
important
ice
part,
skating.
the signatures.
oh yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube,
That was
Yeah,
my
but
highlight.
these are the
for sure.
signatures.
Before we
that we
transition
got.
to our Mexico stops, yeah, tell us about that, Melissa.
So on day 2 of the cruise, we were in this bar area called Schooner Bar,
Schooners.
Schooner Bar,
The schooner bar, yeah.
and a cruise director staff came up and was like, all right, so we're starting this scavenger hunt on day 2. It lasts the whole cruise, and you have to go around and get signatures from crew members from different countries, and then at the end we'll tally up all the points and you'll get a prize if you win. So
you're saying, Melissa, if you didn't just happen to be in the schooner bar when that happened, we could have avoided that whole
What do you mean
that whole-
avoided?
avoided. I mean, yeah, we
Missed out on the opportunity.
we wouldn't have done that. But it was fate that I was in the schooner bar.
Okay.
And so I picked up a piece of paper, and basically we dedicated our whole cruise to getting signatures. of
We,
people.
like you and Sam, sometimes
No, it was
Caroline
just
and
like
Mike.
it was something to do in between events.
Yeah, no,
you
it
know?
was something to do, you
It's
know?
it's not just signatures of people though. I mean, who do you have to get signatures from?
Of people,
Captain.
of crew members from different countries, and we had to get like the what are they called?
Cruise
Senior
director
Senior
officers.
staff.
and the
Yeah.
Senior
staff.
officers
Mhm,
and cruise
mhm.
director staff.
And
So
Corey.
like in this section, we got a lot of like the hotel director, food and beverage director, and then all of the cruise staff that ran the trivia, and we got Corey's signature.
Some of the big wigs over there, huh?
Some of the big
But
wigs.
not
We
the
actually
captain. The captain is not on there. 'Cause
the captain
we
is not
sat
on
right
here,
by the captain.
but we found the captain, and you know, if we didn't already have USA, we would have gotten his signature. So I should have gotten it anyways. But
Yeah, because you have to have a signature or a crew member from as many countries as possible, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are some that are more rare on the back that we got.
What were some of the rare countries that you got?
Some of the rare countries were Austria. And that one was special because the only Austrian was also the hotel director. So that was like a 2-in-1. Really great that we got his signature.
Mhm.
Czech
That was-
Republic,
That was the
Switzerland.
guy sitting with the captain, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The
the
hotel
gem.
director. Yeah.
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 Kyrgyzstan, Belize. So yeah, all those were the rarer countries that only had like one person on board that was from that country. So yeah, it was a fun activity to do.
It was
on the
my
cruise.
highlight.
Yeah, I say it was one of my top highlights as well.
Yeah,
Well,
you
you
kind of
had
got
to
to know.
Go ahead.
I'll just say you kind of get to know the crew a little bit more, huh? You interact with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have to have confidence because you have to be willing to
Yeah, it was
walk
kind
up
of
the steps.
intimidating.
Yeah.
Go get Corey's signature.
It was like the ultimate scavenger hunt though, because we kept getting like hints of where people would be,
Yeah.
and we had to like coordinate what was going on to
Yeah,
try and track
like-
down people.
Yeah, like we need to be in the ice rink at 10 a.m. on day 7 to find Switzerland and Czech Republic.
And the Starbucks bar.
Yeah. Yeah,
8
someone
a.m.
gave us a tip that all of the higher ups go get Starbucks in the morning. So on the day we had to turn in our paper, we still needed a couple more signatures. So we went and basically sat at the Starbucks, and it was very good actually. We got a lot
Did
of
it? I
stuff.
thought that one didn't pan out. The Starbucks.
Oh, there's like
No.
two or three.
I thought that was
we got like 3 signatures from
did
that were high people. So.
The officers.
Yeah, officers.
Okay.
So how'd it turn out?
And then you counted up the points, so it was a competition, right?
Yeah, we counted up the points. We unfortunately came in 4th place, but it should be 3rd
Second
place.
and third cheated. No, it should be. Well, yeah, it should be.
Second and third cheated because they were part of the same family, and my theory was that they just split it up.
They just
and got
do
as
it
many
together.
signatures as they could, and then compared, and then forged signatures.
Yeah, so
in reality, more
that's
like
our
second
theory.
place.
Yeah, the guy that got first place he seemed legit. Yeah, he deserved it.
He spent his whole cruise ship just going around.
Yeah, we saw him sometimes running around with his paper.
Oh yeah, fishing for signatures.
Yeah. So, we're winners in our own heart, though.
We had pina coladas to celebrate.
Yes.
That's right. In the schooner bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which turned out to be one of the places where we like to just kind of chill out, didn't it? The schooner bar.
Yeah, we became friends with the bartender. He was from Mexico.
Yeah, the waiter there.
Nice.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Spanish with him.
Yeah, I got his signature.
Mm-hmm.
So
very nice. Well, speaking of Mexico, why don't we talk a minute about, because this is Mexico Revealed, although our first stop was not in Mexico. It was in Honduras, Roatan, Honduras, which is an island just off the coast of the main country of Honduras. And there we went on a horseback ride excursion, which was kind of fun.
On the beach?
About it. Yeah, along the beach on horses, which I thought was kind of fun. And then after that, we went to Mexico.
Yay!
Mexico! We finally made it. Thanks for tuning in this far into the podcast. Now we're in Mexico.
Yeah, if you're still with us.
Yeah.
We stopped, the first place we stopped, they call that Costa Maya, right? Isn't that what they called that?
Yes.
Costa Maya, yeah.
But it's actually Mahawal.
Mahawal, yeah.
Mahawal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little town which is south of, close to Belize, so south of the Riviera Maya area, Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Tulum, closer down to the border of Belize. That's my first time going there.
I think it was just a fishing village until they created a cruise port, and now cruise ships go there because it's still pretty rustic.
There were 2 cruise ships in port when we were there, but yeah, I would say, and really what we did there is we just went to the beach, and it was a decent beach, but I have to say it wasn't my favorite place to visit in Mexico. I mean, the town. I mean, we weren't there a long time, so we didn't really have the chance to explore things. I mean, there might be more interesting things in the town than we saw because we were just there briefly and just went on one road. And apparently, maybe there's some other Mayan ruins and things around there that might be interesting to visit. But for our experience itself, there wasn't a lot to see. I don't know. There wasn't much in that town.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree with that? Or, yeah.
When Caroline and I went before, we got off early off the cruise ship, and we rode bikes along the boardwalk. So that was fun. But you can't really do that later in the day because it gets really touristy on that main road.
Really crowded.
And then at the port, there's actually quite a large kind of port area with shops and
scary
bars and restaurants. Yeah, that was
they make
pretty
it
crowded.
hard to figure out how to get out of there.
Yeah.
So that you go past all their shops.
Yeah, so there's a lot in there, but yeah, so I mean it was fun, but I can't say that it was super exciting. So
I liked that beach. I thought it was really nice.
It was a good beach. There weren't any rocks, and it was warm water, so it was good, and you could walk out pretty far.
And it was clean.
Yeah,
it was clean.
So it was nice, but I agree that maybe there wasn't that much to do based off what we saw.
Well, it just felt like the whole cruise ship was on that beach, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
And we
There's
didn't
probably
really eat any of the
more
food
remote.
there. We didn't eat any of the food there either, so it's hard to have an opinion about that. You know, it's like a lot of these beaches where you go there and they're attached to a little restaurant, so you can order food. We ordered some drinks, I think, and stuff, but we didn't really eat anything. So yeah, doing the beach, that was fine. Then after that, our stop was in Cozumel, right? Which is it's one of the busiest cruise ports in the world, Cozumel. There's so many ships that stop at Cozumel. When we were there were at least 5 ships docked, I think.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was
Yeah, I think there were 5.
German
Yeah,
cruise
right next to
liner,
us.
yeah.
Mhm.
And there's a
Mhm.
carnival as well coming
It's
in.
kind of fun to see all the cruise ships lined up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And there we did a snorkeling excursion. I really like snorkeling, so I had a lot of fun with that. I don't know if everybody else had as much fun as I did, but and Cozumel is known for its reef and snorkeling and particularly scuba diving. A lot of people scuba dive there, so there's a lot of diving and snorkeling and things like that. So I had a lot of fun with that, but I don't know if everybody did.
I had fun. I didn't snorkel. I just rode on the boat, but it was fun just to be out in the sun and on a boat, smaller boat.
Hmm.
I really liked it. So, for any of our listeners or viewers that don't know, I'm kind of afraid of fish, like in the ocean. I don't want them to touch me. So, but I actually really liked snorkeling. I just like Caroline and I held hands the whole time. We were kind of buddies, but it was really nice. There were some fish. They didn't touch you. And we saw like a stingray, I think. And yeah, it was fun.
I try to tell Melissa that the fish don't really want to touch you. So
No,
Well, they get pretty close.
They got close.
They got
I was
really
surprised.
close.
You start
I mean-
waving your hand.
Yeah, you have to go
And
like
they
this
would
to
just-
shoo them away.
No, but even then they would just kind of just keep going. They wouldn't even get scared if you go like this.
well, they're
Yeah.
used to all the tourists, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why they might touch you. At
Mhm.
one point, they're going to get so used to people that they're not even going to care.
they're going to become like those fish in the port places that you put your feet in and they like nibble on
Oh,
your feet.
yeah.
Those little
Oh,
fish
Yeah.
treatment
People,
things.
it's like fish spa where you sit in a chair and put your feet into this big fish bowl, and then the fish, I don't know what they do, eat your dead skin off, or I don't know. It's kind of
I think that's my nightmare right there.
All right, but you didn't have that experience with the snorkeling though, huh, Melissa?
No, I didn't. So it was fun.
That's good. Well, I'm glad you had that because yeah, so you were a little reluctant to do it, but you ended up having a good experience. So
Mm-hmm.
I've always enjoyed snorkeling and being in the ocean. So for me, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that experience. Marianne, you just stayed on the boat. Sam, what did you think?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the snorkeling, or was it? Or
Yeah,
would you
it
rather
was
do
all
something
right.
else? Yeah.
I probably would have wanted to do something else, but it was fun. I did the first one. There was 3 times that they went snorkeling, and I don't know. The water was pretty cold. I mean,
Well,
not like
yeah.
too cold, but I
Yeah,
didn't want to.
December. So it's not like in July or something. So yeah, it
Yeah.
was
Hmm.
colder.
It wasn't like
It
you
wasn't
can't
freezing,
be in the water though,
but
but it was a little chillier.
Yeah. Yeah. So so that's something you could do there, and you know, Cozumel, like I said, is known for that sort of stuff. So there was a lot of interesting fish and very colorful and lots of abundant fish in that area. So that was fun. And then we just kind of walked around the cruise port, did a little shopping, went out into the town a little bit.
Went
it was
to
pretty.
OXXO.
Oh, XXO, yeah. Sam's favorite convenience
Got a
store.
Reese's for
That's
Reese's
right.
guy.
Yeah, and that was a debate because you guys were skeptical because I told you the Reese's. Just to get a little history, our family, I guess, really likes Reese's peanut butter cups, as you can tell, because we do have the Reese's guy in our family. But when they first started having Reese's in Mexico when we were living there, because they didn't really have, you couldn't really find Reese's in Mexico. But then when they finally started having Reese's, I don't know what the issue was, if they were making them in Mexico with a different formula or something, but they weren't very good, were they? They just were, it's kind of
Yeah,
low
they
quality.
tasted different.
It was like a Mexican version of Reese's. And we didn't like that. So ever since then, anytime I talk about getting Reese's in Mexico, everybody's like, "Oh no, they're gross. We don't want to get Reese's in Mexico." But lately, and I go down to Mexico a lot more than everybody else. So in recent years, I tried Reese's again in Mexico, and they're actually like normal Reese's you get in the US, and they were good. So I had to like convince you to try the Reese's in Mexico. But now they're like normal Reese's, right? Would you agree?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, Sam, you gave the Reese's from Mexico an above average score.
Yeah.
Which is
the ones that we got at least.
Yeah.
They're
It was
perfect.
good.
Whenever you peel like the wrapper off, like no Reese's gets stuck on the wrapper and
Sam's a
it's not
food
like
critic.
sticky or anything. It's
He
Sam
rates
Sam is a Reese's connoisseur, so he can tell you exactly how to rate a Reese's. So
Mhm.
yeah.
If it's above par, excellent, below par.
So for our listeners out there, if one of your concerns about traveling to Mexico is going to be the lack of access to Reese's peanut butter cups, we can assure you that now you can safely travel to Mexico and safely enjoy a Reese's peanut butter cup from the OXXO or some other convenience store, and it will taste just like a Reese's from America. So
it's true.
There you go.
You can breathe easy now.
Yep.
But anyway, that's what we did in Cozumel. It was fun, just kind of chilling out there, snorkeling, a little bit in the town. Although our cruise port was not in the main town. There's the cruise port in the main town. We're kind of south, so there probably wasn't as much in the town there as if you were in the other cruise port. So
it was still pretty though. I mean,
yeah.
they had what do you call those things again? Like the paper mache across like the roof lines.
Oh, the flags that are.
Yeah, there's a little shopping area that had kind of some of those traditional Mexican decorations, and so it was nice. We didn't really find tacos, did we? Did we end up?
We ended up going back to the Windjammer.
The
Windjammer.
Washi washi.
It's because the location where we were supposed to get tacos just didn't look like the best taco.
Right, because it was out of a trunk of a car with a blue tarp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the very
Scott and we've done that before in Mexico City, but we're just
they're actually pretty good, but we were just kind of on the cruise and just not up for the experience, I guess, right? So we have done that before. But yeah, we went back to the Windjammer. So do you think those crew members, like the captain was eating in the Windjammer? I mean, he's on the ship for months and months and months and months. Do you think he ever gets sick of eating in the Windjammer?
Probably.
I'm sure he rotates
so much
around.
variety.
Yeah.
You can just go for the salad and the fruit
and I think the crew have their own like eating area too.
Absolutely. Because only you have to have a certain level of status to be able to just eat in the Windjammer or even come above deck.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm sure he has a lot of variety.
All right. Well, that was just a question that was kind of eating at me. But anyway, so that was our Cozumel. So we had 2 stops in Mexico, a little taste of it, but very sort of limited, I guess. So, you can get a taste of Mexico that way. And depending on the shore excursion, there's a variety of things. Maybe you can probably do excursions that get you a little bit further into the country or like going to Mayan ruins or something. Cozumel, I think, it's an island, so you're really more limited to what's in the town or the beach or the water.
Or take the ferry over to Cancun area.
Yes, you could do that. Yeah.
Playa del Carmen area.
Yeah, you could. I think it's like a 30. We've done that before. We've done that ferry. It's about a 30-minute ferry over to Playa del Carmen.
Because they go fast, and you're like,
yeah,
boom.
yeah. Depending on the conditions, it can get a little bit rough in that little channel there, but and there's a whole bunch of stuff in Playa del Carmen all around there. It just depends on how much time you have, if you have the ability to take the ferry or not and get back to the ship, because you don't want to miss getting back to the ship, right? So
no.
But mom and I have talked about if we did a cruise like that, just the two of us, our shore excursion would be going across the ferry and then going to the spa at the banyan tree, Mayakoba. That's going to be our shore excursion.
That's wishful thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Have we ever talked about Mayakoba on here?
Probably.
I don't know if
Next episode.
I've never stayed there, but I'd put that in my top luxury resorts in Mexico.
Yeah, we just went to eat there, right? We went to the restaurant there when we were staying in Playa del Carmen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good. Mom and I have stayed there, and yeah, we like it. So definitely thumbs up for the banyan tree.
That's a date place.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Anybody who's planning a very, very expensive honeymoon, that's the place to go.
Yeah.
Maybe they have good rates for honeymooners. I don't know.
And it does have a very nice spa. So
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, it's definitely a high level. It's not a strip mall spa or massage place.
Yeah.
I've never been to a spa before.
Even though it's Thai, because Banyan Tree
Yeah,
is like a Thai chain, I think. So anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
then our last day was another day on the ship traveling back, and then back to Galveston.
That's when we saw Mamma Mia, right? Was that last day? That last day at sea. That time it was great weather. So yeah, that was fun. By the time we got back to Galveston, it warmed up and we were able to comfortably get off the ship and drive home. So
And it was easy to get on and to get off that ship.
yeah, that's become a much easier process, hasn't it, Marianne, over time? We just took our bags with us. We didn't have to go wait for people to take our bags off and going through.
You didn't even have to show anything to get off. I mean, you just
going
do
through
your
customs.
card.
Yeah, we didn't go through customs. Just walked off.
Because it's all like facial recognition stuff now too.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, overall it's fun. Would all of you recommend that as a way to visit Mexico? Do you give that a thumbs up?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Give that
Good first timer way to visit
thumbs
Mexico or experienced way.
Yeah, like let's go again, like tomorrow.
When's our next cruise?
Tomorrow.
That's right.
I went.
Anyway, all right. Well, that was fun. Another way to experience Mexico. So maybe on this one, we'll actually have some bonus content, post some pictures, maybe some video.
Well,
If we get enough likes.
let's see.
So
It's up
check
to
it
our
out. Be
audience.
sure and visit our website, mexicorevealed.com. Leave us some comments. Subscribe. Let us know what you think. And if you have any ideas about other cruises, maybe you've been on a cruise that was a lot of fun. You visited Mexico or other places. So share your thoughts with us. Comment. We'd love to hear from you. Be sure to keep tabs on what we're doing for more episodes about Mexico Revealed. So everyone have a great day. All right. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
Bye.